There's a coin almost nobody's heard of, quietly building the bridge between XRP, Stellar, that's XLM, and the actual banking system. Not a coin that competes with them, a coin built to connect them, to each other, and to the banks watching crypto right now. It doesn't move money the fastest. It's not the most famous. So what does it know that the others don't? And why did the biggest banks in the world care so much? Because it fixes a problem these three can't fix on their own. XRP moves money fast. Stellar got picked by a huge bank. XDC helps run trade around the world. But here's the catch. They can't talk to each other, not even a little. And neither one can talk to a bank on its own either. Each one is its own island. And you can't run the world's money on islands that can't connect to each other or to the banks holding the money today. Meet Quant Network, the hidden coin almost nobody's talking about. This is Quant made simple. By the end of this video, you'll know exactly how it links XRP, Stellar, and the banking system together, quietly, in the background. Stick with me. This is the piece that makes the whole picture click. Concept. Every blockchain is built differently. They don't speak the same language. Quick reminder first. A blockchain is just a digital record book that lots of computers share at once. No single person owns it, and nobody can secretly change it. That's it. XRP, Stellar, Ethereum, they're all different versions of that same idea. Here's the catch. Imagine every country speaks a different language. Nobody has a translator. America can't talk to Japan. Japan can't talk to Germany. Each country does fine on its own, but work together? Total silence. That's blockchains today. Bitcoin doesn't speak Ethereum. Ethereum doesn't speak XRP Ledger. XRP Ledger doesn't speak Stellar. Each one is great at its own job, and each one is stuck on its own island. Now, imagine you run a bank. You move billions of dollars every day. Would you bet all of it on one island? What if that island sinks? What if it gets replaced next year? You wouldn't. You'd want one thing that links every island together, without tearing down what you already built. Picture sending your rent to a friend in another country. Right now, that can take days and cost a chunk in fees, because the systems involved don't talk to each other. That's not a bank problem. That's your money stuck in the gap between islands. So how do you connect islands that can't even talk? One project cracked it. That's next. Concept. Quant built something called Overledger. Think of it as a universal translator for blockchains. Picture one translator in a room full of people. They all speak different languages. She doesn't make anyone learn a new one. She just listens, translates, and passes the message along, back and forth, instantly. That's what Overledger does for blockchains. It doesn't replace XRP, Ethereum, or Stellar. It sits on top of all of them and links the islands together. Now they can pass money and information across, like they finally speak the same language. You already met XRP, Stellar, and XDC. Each one is a specialist. Quant doesn't compete with them. It's the one working behind the scenes to make them all work together. But wait. Couldn't a bank just pick one blockchain and call it a day? Hold that thought, because the real reason banks won't do that is coming up next. Back to you running that bank. You don't have to pick one winner and hope. You plug into Overledger once. Now you can reach dozens of blockchains through a single door. No rebuilding, no risky bet on one chain. That changes everything. And there's something else. This whole network runs on something most people get wrong. It's not free. It's not unlimited. There's a hard limit on how much of it will ever exist. And that detail matters more than you'd think. We'll get there. If this is finally making sense for you, that's exactly what this channel does. Stick around. It gets even better. Quick gut check before we keep going. If you had to guess, how many banks do you think have already tested Quant's technology? 1? 5? Way more than you'd expect. Here's the real number. Concept. Quant isn't just a crypto experiment. It's built to plug into the world's banking system. Think about an old house. You don't knock it down to add a new sink. You just connect new pipes to what's already there. Quant is like that. It connects new blockchain tech to the banking system we already have. Banks don't have to start over. Here's why that matters. Banks everywhere are switching to one shared language for sending money. It has a technical name, ISO 20022. But the name doesn't matter. What matters is this. Quant built its tech to fit right inside it. So as banks upgrade, Quant isn't fighting them. It's plugging straight in. And this isn't just talk. Some of the most powerful institutions on Earth have already worked with Quant. The Bank of England used Quant's tech to test a digital pound. The European Central Bank picked Quant to help build the digital euro. Big banks like Barclays and Citi chose Quant to help move digital money. And one detail most people miss. Quant's founder used to work in cybersecurity for the UK government. So this was built by someone who already knew how big finance works. But what does this mean for you? Think about the last time you sent money and it took days, or a payment got frozen for no reason. The system Quant is helping build is one where money moves in seconds, and fraud protection is built right in. This isn't just a win for banks. It's a real upgrade to the money you use every day. That's why you'll see Quant next to serious finance projects. Not meme coins, not hype. Its whole job is connecting blockchains for real, regulated money. It's the quiet plumber working under the building everyone stands on. Remember that detail I mentioned, the one about a hard limit? Here it is. So what about the actual coin? Where does QNT fit in? Concept. Quant the network needs a coin to run on. That coin is QNT. Simple. To use Quant's network, you need QNT. Think of it like a ticket. If a bank or a developer wants to plug in, they pay with QNT. The more the network gets used, the more tickets are needed. And here's the part people notice. There will only ever be about 14.6 million QNT. That's the cap. Almost all of them already exist. Other coins have billions floating around. QNT is rare on purpose. Concept. Put all the pieces together. A bigger picture shows up. Remember the islands? XRP, Stellar, and XDC aren't stuck on separate islands anymore. Quant builds the bridges between all of them, and every other big blockchain too. That makes one network banks can actually use. And this isn't just XRP and Stellar talking to each other. It's XRP and Stellar talking to the actual banking system, the same banks testing digital currencies right now. That's the real bridge Quant is quietly building. Before Quant, lots of powerful blockchains, all great, all cut off from each other. After Quant, one connected system. Money and information move freely between them all. This is the piece that ties it all together. The three islands from the start, now they're connected to each other and to the banks. Quant is the bridge that snaps the whole system into place. So now you've got the full picture. XRP, Stellar, XDC, and Quant. 4 different tools, each one solving a different piece of the same puzzle. And Quant, still the one in the corner, holding the key that ties it all together. But here's the question we haven't answered yet. What happens when all 4 of these, XRP, Stellar, XDC, and Quant, actually connect all at once in one system? That's exactly what we're breaking down next. If this helped click something for you, that is the whole point of this channel. Share it with someone who needs to see it. Drop a comment. Which coin should we break down next? Like, subscribe, hit the bell. This is XRP and Friends, the future of finance, built different.